Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Friday Fortnite 10K powered by UMG. Things are already kicking off, and it looks like we already have a team nearly down. Both players actually dropping from either side as we've got KYR Speedy and SideArms facing off against Summit1G and Shroud. It's myself, Leno, joined alongside by Taylor, Noble Reflections, and Ryan Fools, a.k.a. Ryan Summers. Guys, we got a pretty interesting match at our hands right now. It's a loser's game. Loser of this series is out of the picture. They're sent home.
Back at it again, and already on your screen, Summit is down. Shroud trying to go big here. Summit with just 8 health, and of course, Shroud is in fact going to get him in time. Now, you see that it is in fact mixed up a little bit. That's because there's a little bit of lag, and that's okay, but nonetheless, we're going to work through it. KYR, Speedy, SideArms, Summit, and Shroud. If you guys don't know how this tournament is formatted, it's the way it works is 2 or 4 players go into a match on a squad, if you will. And what happens is the 2 players on each team will face off against each other. Yes, they don't kill each other, but they do kill the opposite teams or the opposite members in the game. What happens is they'll add up the scores or the kills at the end of the game, and whoever has the most kills wins that specific round. They play 2 rounds and a possible 3rd round if needed. So that's the way this tournament is working.
Correct.
But already we see a player is down.
And you want to point out something real quick, Taylor? I think actually on Summit's stream, he's actually rocking the strategy of having the mouse in the middle of the screen. We talked about it. all jokes. I'm just kidding with you. Just
hey, look.
With you, pal.
Hey, it's consistently there. I'm telling you for a reason, man. It's there's something going on with that.
Oh, man. No, of course, all jokes, but we continue on, right? The factor of how we've gotten here, we've got to watch both these teams compete and pass. We just got to witness Pomage and Salty taking down KYR Speedy and SideArms. And right now it's obviously Summit and Shroud, who were obviously off a loss coming in round 1 of the winner's bracket to none other than Ninja and King Richard. It's fair to say, right? They're probably going to lose that game. But they held it pretty close. Both of our all 3 of our series leading up into this one have been super, super close. So I can't imagine what the future holds for the rest of our tournament tonight.
Yeah, definitely could be good. I mean, you're already looking at Speedy sitting at 4 kills. Not too sure where SideArms is sitting out on kills, even though he is currently down. Don't know if he picked up any before, but looking at the side of Summit and Shroud, they're sitting at 5 kills right now, and this is the first game, so still relatively close from what we can see just with Speedy alone. Speedy, though, in a very, very vulnerable area, especially since SideArms is currently down. He needs to get out of there, and pretty quickly, but he doesn't have a lot of resources either to build, so that could, in fact, prove fatal. And we are, in fact, going to be going to a replay, so let's see what happened beforehand. So this is, I believe, when, SideArms was already down. But look at this. 3 people in front of him with the tac shotgun going in. Big picks up 1, picks up 2, and the 3rd one right
with
there.
The minigun.
Oh, my God.
Minigun going in, but not connecting.
That's insane.
That's what you need to see from Speedy to come big, especially if you want to beat Summit and Shroud.
Absolutely. And, of course, looks like KYR Speedy as well. And another engagement. He's got pop rocks. He's in the middle of the skies and relates with the shotgun that needs to be accurate.
He's whiffing some shots.
Defensive building.
Oh, my gosh. Just totally eliminates
no
that
more
guy
pop
from being
rock.
in his perspective.
There
finds the kill. And right now, KYR Speedy, he's the sole man right now. He's the only guy. He's holding on by a thread. And, of course, guys, that's not a replay. Apologies for that. But got things back underway. He's got 5 kills. We were talking about in our last game. The reason why KYR Speedy and SideArms lost it was because of their lack of engagements, the lack of being able to find players.
Wow,
He gets him.
what a kill. Nobody doesn't get the
my
finish.
God. Too many players.
No.
And if that guy gets the res, the 6th one goes away. So, yeah, only 5 kills is what KYR Speedy and the SideArms are going to have loaded in for our next map.
So basically everything from here on out for Summit and Shroud is just building upon their lead. Kind of building that little extra credit we spoke about earlier.
Indeed.
It looks like they're heading for Tilted.
So right now, they're tied, right? Because I think
because Speedy has 5 kills, and then Summit and Shroud combined for 5.
Well, depending if SideArms, we don't know if SideArms.
SideArms, I don't think got a kill.
He didn't get a kill.
I don't believe so.
If he didn't get a kill, then yeah, they are tied. So yeah, scoreboard's gonna be popping up. So yeah, 5-7.
Oh
currently.
wait.
Oh no. So he did get 2 kills.
Oh,
They're
must have
still up
gotten
by 2
2.
kills.
Yeah, apologies. Yeah, I didn't think he got.
I thought he died after it. Yeah.
But I mean, action could happen. Summit and Shroud now on their way to Tilted Towers. They're there.
Yep.
Of course, it is a little bit later in the game.
7-5.
What 32 players, or 33
it's
players
awkward,
remaining.
33 players.
33 players remaining, but being in Tilted, a lot of things could go down, or at least, as you could see, they're getting some shields, some meds, and maybe pick up additional equipment.
And this is the strategy, right? Going back to Tilted, it's a little bit risky, but at this point in the game, right, over half the lobby is already taking a seat as it looks like they're spotting enemies regardless of that. And we talk about the early strategies, the factor of having Shroud be in the front lines, challenging these players, the quick hand-eye coordination that this guy has. Summit kind of hanging at bay, extra damage attached towards Shroud, but here comes the rush. Where is this player lingering at? All the pieces have been set in stone, but for the time being, they might have just actually lost that player.
Not too sure. Oh, so much building. And that's why I love it. I mean, it just gets so chaotic.
And Shroud is locked in right now, man.
How quick their minds work when it comes to building and just overall engagement is just absolutely insane. But finally, he spots him, takes 41 off. He does have the high ground. Players are going to be behind him. Rocket's coming down. Not going to take any damage from that. Just luckily, he's going to build up over that player-to-player building too, and he manages to get the elimination there. Taking the kid out.
That's great teamwork as well, right?
That was great teamwork.
In that situation, when Shroud builds up, the enemy is automatically thinking, okay, someone's above me right now. I got to be aware of that. As soon as he directs his attention towards Shroud from the skies, there's Summit to kind of get the nice little pinch that we like to call when it comes down to FPSs, right? The ability for one player to be kind of distracting you from one point, and you obviously have your teammate coming from the backside. Fantastic play coming in from Summit and Shroud as they now have the lead in their favor. We'll see how much they can kind of add on top of this with, like you said, Taylor, 23 actually. 23 players remain.
Yep, only 23 players remaining and still in Tilted. They're going to hang out here and might as well. At least the circle is going to be moving in on them, but not a threat this so far. They're probably going to build up and go on top of that hill, or they might even stay on the outer edge. They're going to stay on the outer edge. Still looking for those engagements, of course. That's what this game is all about, this tournament anyways. You want to start getting those engagements and catch up a little bit, but they did get those kills earlier, and I do believe that tied at least KYR Speedy and his teammate.
They do have a long time right now to get more materials and more loot, because I mean they're very close to the edge of the circle. There's still a minute and a half before the circle even starts to close in which case there's going to be likely another minute and a half. So if I'm them right now, I'm gathering all the mats I can. They seem pretty low on mats. They use a lot in that last build fight, so I'd be harvesting as much as I can, going for all the extra ammo I can get. They're still pretty low on AR ammo. And again, you still have probably a good 3 or so minutes before you really have to actually worry about getting hit by the zone or anything.
Definitely, and you also got we've been crediting the player skins they're matching, of course, different back blings and whatnot.
Double Wukong.
Yep, double Wukong along with the nice little attachment on the pickaxe. Pizza cutter, I like that. I'm actually really disappointed that I didn't buy it when that came out, because I was like, that's pretty cool. Not my favorite, but it'll kind of work. And then now that I see it, with Tomato Man or whatever. And I'm kind of disappointed I didn't actually get that.
Well, now the secret is another way that Epic Games cannot stop winning. If you get the mobile version of the game now, link it obviously your main account. So now you can buy skins. Let's say you're in the Go. I was actually on my honeymoon in Japan.
And you're still buying
Fortnite skins because I can't be on my computer to buy them at home, but it's on my phone, and I have to have it as Summit does go down.
And you see what Shroud is doing, right? He's kind of slowly fading away, but adding those walls to try to provide a little bit more of a barrier is going to have a successful revive almost. But as the shots continue to come in, he needs to maybe have Summit go to a different location, as these walls are getting taken down, and Summit, with just a certain wall that gets taken out, he could be exposed.
Well, he is, in fact, going to get the revive. Is he going to throw some minis his way? I don't know if his teammate does have minis.
Just casually walks to the wall, not a problem.
He's going to keep the minis and going for the snipes, and those snipes can be absolutely disgusting if they are able to connect. The team is going to be pushing ahead, but they don't know it's Shroud and Summit, and that's a deadly duo to go against.
Nice headshot with Summit.
Nice headshot coming in. Summit picks up a nice kill, more damage going down as Shroud.
The pink FAMAS, baby.
Shroud is looking to get some kills as well. Take it. Look at both of them just lasering in on this player. He doesn't know what to do at this point, taking some shield off of him, and I think they might get this kill unless the guy is able to pull something extraordinary. Goes into that.
What is this guy doing?
He was trying to heal himself. Trying to heal himself with those band-aids, unfortunately not.
I think he was trying to look through the wood walls there, Ryan, just like
that a glitch.
Where are these guys at? Like kind of peeking through the curtains, and doesn't work out well by any means. But like you said, Shroud and Summit, they stay alive. They're continuing to be a nuisance around the map.
And we talked about it earlier, like the power that weapon can hold in an accurate player's hands, right? With the headshots hitting as much damage as they hit.
There you go, perfect example.
I mean, they literally were getting pushed by either 3 or 4 people, and that push immediately gets stopped by one good crack to the head.
Yep.
I believe there's still one player remaining on that team, and I believe they have to find him. Not too sure where he's at, though.
Yeah, I think Shroud's like kind of looking through, just making sure everything's clear.
Only sitting at 5 health. He's got to.
And they kind of play the zone here in this situation, right? They kind of got it at their backs. They know no one can at least flank them for the time being, unless we do have some rogue mobile players who just happen to be med-kitted up beyond belief. And we'll see, as they're probably going to pull up the minimap here soon to try to see where the zone is located right now. But
still looking.
Regardless, they're sitting pretty.
Oh,
snipe!
Shots, yep,
The snipe actually whistles past the ear of Shroud as We'll see if they can kind of rebound themselves and get put back in the fight.
Oh, there's a player down there. That's where the player was at. He was
two
down
down
there, and
oh my god,
Gold scar in hand.
gets out. Yeah,
Huge loot opportunity.
KYR Speedy and SideArms are like, come on, like literally, like before this fight, we see two guys kind of on the chase, right? In the situation, Shroud and Summit have an easy kind of pickup there. Early on than that, we see one guy kind of casually looking through the walls of the barrier, and then there just happens to be two guys sitting below their staircase. Like,
oh, Dusty Divot is the final circle. That
I know you love this, Taylor.
Oh, I love it because it's going to be so open. Pop
Rock
rocks
season.
are going to be going off. Building is going to be insane, and trust me, it's going to be good, especially if Shroud and Summit are able to last over there, which I have no doubt. But you do see up in the top right, so players are going to be building, and that's going to tip off Summit. Summit and Shroudy Rowdy are going to be pushing up there. Maybe not. It's okay. Maybe I was a bit. Maybe they're not going to be pushing up there, but hey, I figured they would have. They're going to kind of play it safe. Well, they know they got to get to the circle, and those players are going to come down nonetheless. But we'll see. Maybe you know what? I think he's going to get a snipe. One thing that I found
very interesting, as we obviously do see the sniper play coming out right now, but is the factor of how important Dusty Divot has been for a lot of these games. I feel like a lot of the locations have kind of centralized around that area. Of course, it is in the dead center of the map for the most part, but I feel like that's been a really key factor as actually Summit does get the knockout onto one player. 132-meter snipe, that's pretty decent. But it's really kind of been around the Dusty Divot area, has been kind of the main hub for a lot of these fights. What's really kind of broken down this game is a lot of the fights that are taking place just on the outer edges as well.
Yeah, exactly. And there's so many engagements that can happen, especially now. And look at, he just missed the head of that player. Going back for seconds and not able to get it, but they're still sitting pretty. They definitely had the lead at this point. Looking really
I guarantee
good.
if this was the op, Shroudy would have like 46 kills right now, something like that.
A couple of flicks in there for good measure.
Oh my god, that'd be a great mod I'd like to see happen sometime soon.
Oh, he's got it.
He did.
Oh, he did get it. He
Yeah.
did it. There
Nice.
we go. He's got the knock, but I believe
It's gonna be hard to finish though.
it's going to be very hard to finish, and that's unfortunate. But still,
Look at the angles.
Wow, just through the barriers. I mean, just through literally the remains.
Still, it's good, though. Hey, I don't blame him. I mean,
Dusty.
he did get the knock. I mean, at this point, they're going for kills. They know that there's a high possibility they're not going to be
And
able
they
to
have
get the
zone
kills
control
there.
as well, right?
They have zone
These
control.
guys have to
These
move
guys
forward.
have to move out.
But nonetheless,
And
though,
some hitting with the rockets. That's a huge.
Oh, and he actually knocked down one with the rocket. Now the team is starting to move forward.
And you see the storm as well. Like that teammate has to make a decision. Like, do I res this guy? Do I res my teammate now, or do I just kind of have to leave him and advance my position? And that's not going to make anything easier with the consistent rockets that the Summit has. He's got 10 now in his back pocket.
Storm's
He's
starting
not
to collapse
planning on
in that
stopping
team.
these anytime
Yep.
soon.
Nice.
And you realize, right?
Look at
Probably
that
in
hill
that
they gotta go
situation.
down.
In that situation, not many players would expose all of those rockets, but every single kill means so much. So he's okay with using a majority of those rockets as long as it means another kill gets added to their total.
Oh, this is going to be such a dirty snipe. Actually decides to pull off on that. He's worried about the players on top of the hill, and there it is. One of the players coming down that hill.
This poor guy.
He is definitely in a lot of trouble. Shields being knocked off there, as we're going to see Summit trying to finish him off. He's got to be aware of the players as he's looking in that current direction. He sees two players. Will he decide to go for a snipe this time? And he does. In fact, he looks like he wants to. Does he get a hit? He does not. He just misses it by an inch, but nonetheless, he's going to go back for some more, but they're in a really good position. They're going to have to move in now at this point, but you got to be worried if you're the enemy team. You know that they're coming in hot, and you know they can build considerably well.
And what I like, right, they're trying to fire some bullets. The reason why they're trying to add some cover fire. So as those bullets come in, those guys build up. That's when they kind of make their push down toward the middle of Dusty Divot. They obviously know that their position's clear. They want to be the first guys, right, in the middle of this area, being kind of put in those buildings, having the ability to not be super exposed. So I really like the play coming in from both Summit and Shroud. We talked about both of these guys. I mean, both of them have played Counter-Strike on a very high level. Granted, one higher than the other, but still, right? Got to obviously commit to that. But Shroud, regardless, 5 health, 50 shields though, is making these pushes.
Yeah, and he just misses the whip, but the build-up, but that's okay. He's going to continue to push forward.
Oh, my God.
Love
Man,
it. I'm
Shroud
telling you,
is
it's just insane.
locked in on the building right
He
now.
is cooking.
And he does spot another player there. Going to build up. He still has
pop rocks.
Still has pop rocks.
Wow.
In his favor. Oh, that enemy team is building up
Two
rather
above him
quickly.
right now.
And he does go down, gets a shotgun there. Now his teammate Summit has to come in.
Oh,
Did he
he
get
did
impulse dated?
disrespect him? He did. He disrespected him.
Oh, no, and they both go down.
I actually think in that situation that the pop rock wasn't in his favor.
No, because
I think he would have been a lot better building without the pop rocks
I
because
agree.
it just changes how your whole movement is.
I agree.
Unlucky.
I'm obviously we'll be able to talk with production and see exactly how many kills they found, but without question, they have a lead heading into this map number 2. I think it's fair to say, even if it was like 3 kills, 4 kills, 5 kills, you've got to be favoring Shroud and Summit for the most part.
Agreed.
But you got to give massive credit to KYR Speedy in that last game as well. SideArms died fairly early, and he was picking up quite a few kills from time to time, making some guys look silly. I think he ended up finding 5 alone by himself. So we see in total, really 11-7. That's not too bad.
That's one team.
Not too big.
That's one team alone.
Exactly. And if your team's down to the wire, right, most of the time we see a lot of these squads kind of be put in that 1 versus 1 situation, that squad versus the other squad. That's 8 players. 4 of them, that could decide the entire game. It's just the last team alive on the map. So I don't know, man. It's going to be difficult to call, but I think really, I don't know. I just feel like KYR Speedy has some good moments, but I don't know if he can really keep that up heading in toward map number 2, or not map number 2, but series number 2. I don't know. I'm going with Shroud and Summit, but
it makes me wonder how many solo 4 pieces can you consistently get, right?
Well, you say that, but then Speedy did get a 3-piece. He didn't get the 4-piece, but he got the 3-piece at the beginning with that replay.
That's what I'm talking about. Like how many of those can you really? That was a huge. Him staying alive, which led to further kills. I mean, like I said, like I don't know if you want to necessarily rely on something like that, right? So.
Well, we're already into game number 2. I love it.
And we saw, right, Shroud at the end of that map. I have not seen building like that in a very long time. I feel like I was watching like Myth or something. Like the ability to build like that. I mean, you can obviously see he's feeling pretty good, and you look at that as well. Summit and Shroud rocking the exact same glider. They've got the teamwork ready, and there's actually a few enemies. Summit realizes, hey, there's a few enemies in this building as well. They're going to rush this one out. We'll see who can find the weapons first. That's really what it's going to come down to. As early fights happening, they've only got pickaxes out. This is actually spelling disaster. They have to escape.
He's got a pistol. He's
Summit
going
ditched him.
No, he did.
And he got hit.
They're both down. They're both down. Summit and Shroud, say goodbye.
Oh, and the dancing coming
Say goodbye to your map 2 victory. Only 4 kills is what KYR Speedy and SideArms need. And here comes one big opportunity right now for SideArms after losing early in map number 1 on the chase inside the gym. As he is pedaling his way to bringing this one back. Solid play from SideArms, as now we are within 3.
3 kills to knock Summit and his teammate out of
By the way, guys,
and
this is losers bracket.
You got to favor them coming to this, right? Boom, off the rip.
Okay, I want to say, though, like, that's a critique.
Whew.
But there are players, like anyone knows, right? The advantage is to have the high ground. Also, chests are in the majority, not a majority, but quite often weapons are usually in the top positions, the second floor buildings, the stories.
And they both landed low, yeah.
And they landed low, and they both kind of challenged the exact same direction. They both had pickaxes out.
They both had pickaxes.
It was like, what are you going to do with that, man? So, wow. I mean, seeing KYR Speedy and SideArms advance past this team, we were talking about after KYR Speedy and SideArms lost to Pomage and Salty, it was like, okay, who would you rather face off against, Comedy Shorts Gamer or this team? We were like, okay, you do not want to face off against Shroud, do not want to face off against Summit.
I believe there's a team up there.
But, hey, they could be advancing.
There is definitely a team that going in. Shotgun blast going down from the enemy team, but they managed to get it, and that's going to be another kill. That's 2 now, and they only need 1 more to tie it up.
Yeah.
SideArms is hurt, but that's okay. They're going to build up.
Oh,
Port-a-Fort.
Oh, that is such a big one, and we'll see.
I love that. That was the explosion out of the building. That was fantastic.
Good play.
Yeah, it gives them the mini, rightly so. Not a lot of weapon choices, though, but they're still making it work.
Another Port-a-Fort across from them.
Yep. This could be the end of the game right here, right? This could be the make or break situation. They die. That's obviously Shroud and Summit who move forward, but here come the kills. Here come the opportunities.
Keep in mind, Speedy has no mats right now.
None.
He has the Port-a-Fort is all he has, and he's
getting built up on right now.
Can they get the kill? And that's it. They get the knock, so that's 1. They need 1 more kill to knock out Summit and Shroud out of this tournament. This is huge for them. All they need is 1 kill.
SideArms casually just has 3 SMGs.
Well, SideArms has 3 kills right now, so
it just
might
need 1 more.
Well, we don't know how many kills Speedy has. There's a 4-kill lead coming into this.
Oh, that's true.
So we don't know how many kills Speedy has right now. The enemy spotted right now, building up towards them.
This should be it here.
This could be the game.
This could definitely be the game. Some building going down. Both players
Another one
pushing
behind him.
There it is. That's got to be it. He's going in for the kill. Will he be able to get it?
There it is.
Got
That's
it.
And that's going to knock Summit and Shroud out of the tournament. That is huge.
And for our viewers who don't know, in the case of a tie,
100%.
Yep. In the case of a tie, so let's say that 2 teams end with 10 kills. The team that does stay alive longer is the one to advance. So in this case, even if that was a tie amount of kills, KYR Speedy's team does move forward because they live longer.
Wow, I'm telling you, some amazing stuff going in this tournament. But a lot of shockers going down this. Honestly, if you were making a bracket for this for $1 million, you wouldn't have been able to predict it. And if you would have, you're just a sick person.
Just a sick person.
Where's Warren Buffett? We did like March Madness. Warren Buffett has to give $1 billion or $1 million, whatever it is, to the perfect bracket. Friday Fortnite.
No way someone
I'll make the call on Monday.
Oh, you calling him?
I'll give him a call.